Look, when I said you can all submit whatever topic you want to this weekly Patreon upload series, I did mean anything, but for some reason I didn't expect this. I mean, who does expect this? Well, I suppose we're all touching grass today. Welcome back to 5 Minute History, the weekly series where my patrons choose a topic. Today we are looking at the spread of Kikuyu grass. Courtesy of Hobs. Hobs, I have questions. But it's a video about grass. No one ever say I'm not the history of, well, everything, I guess. In the highland regions of East Africa, where the Kikuyu people have lived for generation upon generation, a vigorous grass species has long since thrived in the warm, humid climate. Known today as the species more commonly referred to as Kikuyu grass is vibrant and absolutely everywhere. This type of grass is a tropical species, and it was originally classified under a different name, which was that clandestium. I don't speak Latin, it was that. This very special grass was first described scientifically by Emilio Chiavenda in 1903 with an acknowledgement of an earlier invalid description by C.F. Hochstetter. The origins of the name for this grass come from its subtle flowering habit, with the term clandestinus referring to specifically how the hidden flower stalks emerge tucked among the leaves. Kikuyu grass quickly earned a reputation for both its usefulness and aggressive spread. In its native Kenya, it flourishes in moist sandy soils, particularly in lowland tropical areas, where it sends up bunches of green narrow blades from a network of creeping rhizomes and stolons. Each rooted node sprouts clusters of grass that grow into dense mats, helping to protect soil and provide grazing for livestock. It also is an important food source for native birds, and for the growing colonial settlements, it made a fantastic grass species for the larger farm animals and horses that kept appearing. But this kind of grass wasn't content to stay at home. It wanted to see the world, and nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, so it wanted to go touch other grass as well. And so, when the British Empire came along and realised its usefulness, the Kikuyu World Tour truly began. Thanks to its rapid growth and ability to withstand drought, Kikuyu grass was introduced to countries like Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and parts of the United States, particularly Southern California and other areas that have water issues or are susceptible to drought. Within these locations, it became a popular choice for lawns, sport fields, and golf courses because of how easy to maintain it is. At prestigious venues like the Riverina Country Club and Torrey Pines Golf Course, Kikuyu forms parts of the challenging rough that players must contend with in that weird sport called golf that I am far too young to yet understand. Numerous municipal courses in Long Beach, including Lakewood and El Dorado, also use the grass for its resilience as well, for the same reasons that I just listed. The thing about Kikuyu though is that the very traits that make Kikuyu desirable in managed landscapes have also made it a noxious weed. In the wild, and grass is really hard to stop from going wild. Once introduced, it often escapes cultivation through the wind, leading it to colonising surrounding ecosystems and outcompeting native plants. Its invasive nature is due to in large part to its root system and vigorous growth. This is really hard to say without making a million innuendos, Hobbs. Anyway, this allows it to spread rapidly and form dense impenetrable mats. These mats can shade out other species to prevent its seedling establishment, and even produce chemicals that inhibit the growth of neighbouring plants. In places like southwestern Australia, Kikuyu has become a major ecological concern as it's grown to just kill and dominate native plants, unfortunately. Efforts to control it are often complicated. The grass resists mowing, which is why it makes such good golfing rough, and grazing, so you can't just put animals on it. Kikuyu grass easily bounces back from damage thanks to its deep roots and persistent shoots. It can climb over shrubs, kill small trees, and even infiltrate ponds and waterways. Kikuyu can damage buildings by growing between cracks in stones and tiles as well. Particularly in wood buildings, it also has a bad impact as well. Its travel bug is stuck around too because this grass can have its spores hitch rides on farming equipment, spreading further with every plough or dig. Even attempts at removal can backfire because unless you get it all, like a cancer, the broken fragments of the root left behind can just regenerate into new plants, making it complete eradication extremely difficult, if not impossible. Despite its status, Kikuyu remains a striking example of how a single plant species adapted perfectly for its native environment can become very valuable as a resource and also a very big problem when introduced elsewhere. It should serve you as a warning as to what can happen if you meddle in a fragile ecosystem, and it makes you understand and appreciate border security just a little bit more. See you next time for another tale from another patron. I'm not sure what it will be yet because I haven't checked the list, but it probably won't be grass related, maybe. Either way, this was quite interesting. So, thank you, Hobbs.